Ladies and gentlemen, the fasten seatbelt sign is now on.
Look at the little clouds above us.
Hello. So this is day 2 of our trip. We arrived yesterday morning. Didn't really film anything because I fell asleep at 11 a.m. and then I woke up at 7 p.m. so I wasted the whole day. Anyways, we're about to go to an island, or like 4. My outfit's really ugly, so you don't have to see it. So this is the place we're staying at. Do you like my nails? It's really ugly, but so this is our family cottage. So it's a small little cottage. Me and my sister stay here, and my mom stays here alone. Let's go to the beach, eat, let's go get away. They say, what they're gonna say, have it. Hi! So we just got to Riley Island. We took a boat here. Wait, is it even an island? I don't know. But we took a boat here. Ooh. My family's being a little bit annoying. My mom and my sister is like in a bad mood. My sister's like ignoring me. Yeah, my sister was ignoring me for like an hour. I don't know why. I think she's in a bad mood because I didn't do anything. And then my mom was like being really annoying too. I don't know. I feel like I'm the only normal one in my family. They're both like really weird. Anyways, I'm in this small alley. Oh my god, imagine if like I'm in a small alley and there's like some creepy guy following me. Anyways, well, there was. So I'm in this small alleyway that's gonna take us to, yes, that's gonna take us to the beach. Each, let's go get away, they say.
Stop it! You're not taking me.
I was trying to get you to talk to me and it worked. I think that crab just died. Okay. Okay, thanks. Welcome to day 3. We're about to go to Riley Beach, which is the same beach as yesterday. So I am paddle boarding. This is my board. I'm about to die. I think I'm lost. I can't find my mom on this island. Just walked past a guy that I saw yesterday on a whole other island, so that was cool, I guess. He kept staring at me though, so that was weird. And now I'm lost on this island full of people and I don't know what to do because I don't know anyone. And the people who know me are gone. This is really awkward. So I'm going to her. are at the resort just taking photos. The resort is basically full of, that one's mine, full of little cottages. There's 40 cottages and it spans like the whole huge area. And I am crossing the bridge to go to breakfast. Oops.
Let me add a little bit of spice.
I found this is the cover, this is the content, the writing, but it has to be handwritten. Okay? I don't want you to type, or you can
So the hardcover is usually a dust jacket, but here it's actually the cover. I'm a collector, so I want to own every single edition. For my A Court of Wings and Ruin, I have the US hardcover. Don't ask me why I have so many. And then this is the library binded hardcover. And then this is the US paperback. And then this is the UK paperback. So now I have the library binded of Agatar. So now we're gonna be doing a Q&A. 2 months ago, I asked you guys for questions on my bookstagram. You can also follow my main Instagram. And I never answered the questions, so I'm gonna be answering them now. It's weird because like I only talk about books, but then sometimes I'll get DMs from my subscribers like asking me to talk more about myself. And I'm like, you wanna know about me? Not just my obsession with Sarah J Maas books. So the first question is, if you could be in any book universe, which one would it be and why? I love that question. If I could be in any book universe, I feel like it's really obvious. I would be in Akatar, A Court of Thorns and Roses. I wanna meet the inner circle and I wanna be with Azriel. It doesn't even have to be Azriel or Cassian or Rhysand because they already have someone. I could literally be with anyone. Like you can give me Eris. Well, maybe not Eris, but literally any of them. I just want to be with them. I want to go to Valaris. I want to go to the prison. I want to go under the mountain. Take a little tour. Oh my god, that would be so fun. Which book made you fall in love with reading? I've been reading ever since I could remember. I'm not one of those people who like got into reading when they were teens. I have been reading forever. And I would say what got me into reading is the Ready Freddy chapter books. I have read all of them. I owned like all of them. They're so amazing. They're so fun. I love them so much. And also Junie B. Jones. Yeah, those two. And A to Z Mysteries. Love that. The next question is, what do you want to do when you've graduated? Nothing. So I would say that my dream job, which is really hard to attain, but I want to be an author. I want to be a successful author, like Sarah J Maas, Cassandra Clare, Holly Black style. But I know that I'm not gonna be, which makes me really sad. Yeah, I want to be so successful. I'm writing 4 books right now, which I'm actually gonna talk about later in the video because this is kind of like a writing month for me. But I want to be mainly traditionally published, and it's so hard to get traditionally published. Besides that, because it probably won't work out, I want to own a jewelry company where I make really pretty rings. I've always wanted to do that, but like I don't know where I would start. Yeah, I'm kind of in a career crisis right now. But if those two don't work out, which I feel like they won't, I'm looking to work in marketing. It's what I'm studying. It's what I've interned for. The next question is also from Mint Morty. She said, what made you get into photography? If you don't know, I like to take photos. So I've always been interested in photography, but I always just like took random photos, just the randomest ugly things. But I would say what really got me into it is Jordan Keith. In around 2015, he took a lot of photos of like models and celebrities, and I really tried to imitate his style so much. And I developed my own style, but actually stopped following Jordan Keith and stopped like being inspired by his style. Now I really love Marta Bevacqua. She's so amazing. I love her work so much. Next question is, I'm gonna try to go faster. I feel like I'm spending so much time on each question. How excited are you for A Court of Silver Flames? Well, it's been out for 2 months because I made this video super late. But I was really excited. Will you do a book talk for... Well, I did. Yeah, I shouldn't have filmed this Q&A so late. Favorite moment between Nessa and Cassian? Oh my god, there's so many to choose from. The scene where... Oh my god, yes, the scene. When he came back from fighting in the war, like the smaller war, the small battle. I don't know exactly what was said, but it was something along the lines of, "You're alive? Yeah, you didn't come to see me. Next time, I'll come say hi." That was so cute because Nessa didn't want him to get harmed in the battle, and she wanted Cassian to come to her so she would know that he was safe, and then he realized that she cared about him. Yeah, it's not even like a big scene. I don't think it was even a page, but like, I love it. I love it so much. Favorite scene. What's your favorite book you've ever read? Okay, we have 3. The first one, wait, the hardcover looks better. Ignite Me by Tahira Mafi, the 3rd book in the Shatter Me series. This book is like my whole heart. It's like, you have no idea how many times I read this book. Next up is Kill Switch by Penelope Douglas, the 3rd book in the Devil's Night series. It's so good. It's the best book I've ever read in my life. And then last but definitely not least, we have A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J Maas. I would say that this is the book that made me start my channel because I needed to talk about it. So Sam said, not a question, but your photography skills are so sick. That's so nice. Like, I feel like my photography is not that good. I've definitely have not like practiced a lot because I don't have people to take. So that really means a lot. Thank you. Sam also asked, how have you been lately? Actually, when she asked this 2 months ago, I was doing really good. It was probably like the best era of my life. Life was so good back then. But I'm actually not doing really great right now. I'm really stressed about work. Yeah, no, not good. It's been a mess. Like, I don't even want to think about my life right now. How to get out of a reading slump? Honestly, whenever I'm in a reading slump, I would just read my favorite book. In this case, one of the 3 books I just mentioned. And then I'm like, oh my god, I love reading. And then I'm fine. But if I'm really in a reading slump where I can't even read my favorite books, I would say just be in the reading slump. You know, you're in the reading slump for a reason, so just stay there. You don't have to try to get out of it. And then when you feel like you want to read again and can really enjoy it again, then read, you know? Like, whenever I'm in a reading slump, if I don't read my favorite book, I'll just like let it happen. Just let the process happen. Sometimes you need to take a break, and just take that break. Is English your first language, and if not, how did you learn it? Well, the first language I knew how to speak is Thai because I grew up in Thailand, but my parents sent me to an international school. If you don't know what that is, it's an international school, so they teach in English in Thailand. So I was surrounded by people from every country and learned with them. So obviously the default language is English, and that's why I can speak English. And now my Thai is actually really bad because I went to an international school. Elaine with Lucian or Asriel? Definitely Asriel. It used to be Elaine with Lucian, but over time I've slowly shifted to Asriel because you can see that Elaine wants nothing to do with Lucian, but you can see that Elaine wants something to do with Asriel, especially through the extra chapter in A Court of Silver Flames in the BAM edition. And I also love that they're both like quiet. Do you love Asriel? Of course. In Akatar and Akamath, I thought that Rhysand was my favorite. In Akor, I thought Cassian was my favorite, and then I realized that Azriel was my favorite. So yes, I love him. The last question, I actually can't find it anymore, but before I asked for the Q&A questions, someone asked me if I could make a video talking about my favorite artists and music, the music I listen to, and I told them that I would just answer it in the Q&A. So, I mainly listen to Taylor Swift and Lorde. I'm obsessed with Lorde. This is my melodrama vinyl. My wall is full of Lorde, literally everywhere. Taylor Swift, Lorde. I also listen to a lot of Arctic Monkeys. Honestly, that's all. I would just listen to the same songs over and over again by those artists. I guess Lana Del Rey, her newest album, I only know 2 songs, but Tozo's Jesus Freak is such a good song. But if you find me on a random day, I'm probably listening to Pure Heroine or Melodrama by Lorde, the albums, or Reputation or Folklore, but mainly Speak Now by Taylor Swift, the album. But the song I'd say I'm listening to the most right now is Another Love by Tom Odell. It's so heartbreakingly beautiful and sad, and I love it. So I'm just gonna talk a little about what's been up, the book I'm writing, what's happening, what's going on. So today I received this from Amy. Hi, Amy. Oh my god, I love it. Okay, so she sent me the Books A Million, A Court of Silver Flames with the extra chapter, and it's signed. Because they don't ship to Thailand, they don't ship to the US, so she sent it to me, which was really nice of her. Thank you, Amy. We've never met. We met on Goodreads. And like, I just wanted to talk about what she sent me, which is the Nessian print by Elithian Art. I was so obsessed with this print when Elithian Art first made it, but I didn't know how to buy it and I couldn't find it for sale. And then I opened the package and it's in there. Like, oh my god, this is like, I screamed. So thank you, Amy. I really appreciate this. I'm literally like, it's probably the best thing I've ever received in my life. She also sent me this postcard with a message on the back. Thank you. This is so pretty. This is the prettiest postcard I've ever received. Then she sent me a Polaroid of her bookshelf. Oh, it's so cute. Thank you. So as I mentioned earlier, I've been working a lot on writing my book. You know, April almost ended and I've only read 4 books this year because I've been focusing on writing. So there's 4 books that I'm working on, 2 that I'm gonna self-publish, and 2 that I'm hoping to publish traditionally, but it'll probably never happen. The last 2, which I'm the most excited about, which I've written the most for, and it's like my favorites. So one of them is a enemies to lovers young adult fantasy. It's very like dark royalty core, you know? There's blood and daggers and crowns and royalty and castles. It's just a whole vibe. I love it. And the love interest is a prince from an enemy kingdom, which is the best type of books. The last book that I'm working on, which is the main one, it's My Heart and Soul. I've already written 45,000 words and it's so good. And like, I'm not even trying to be narcissistic. You have to think your book is good. Like, why else would you write it? And I'm not going to talk about it because like, I don't want anyone to know about it right now. But I'll say that it's set in this dark blue, sinister forest. And trust me, you do not want to be in that forest. And there are the best characters. It's the reason I was born to write this book. It's my heart and soul. I feel like this book is my life. And I'm so excited to finish it and like get it out to the world. Love that for me. I mean, no one's gonna publish it anyways because it's so hard to get published, but I just want to finish it for me. And it's so good. I'm really inspired by Pinterest for this book. So a lot of photos I've seen on Pinterest are scenes in the book, and I'm just gonna show them because I'm so excited. So a few days ago, I wrote this scene. If you follow my bookstagram, you probably know like what happened here, because I kind of asked you questions about what I should do with that scene, and then you guys like gave me answers. That was a really good scene. And there's also this scene that I really love. It's kind of creepy, but this was also such a good scene. It's like, oh my god, I love it. I love it so much. It's such a vibe. And just to talk a little bit about what I'm reading right now, I just finished reading The Maddest Obsession, which is the second book in this series. And then now I'm reading the first book in the series. I read it backwards. And then I'm gonna read the third book. But every book is based on a different couple anyway, so it doesn't matter. And the book has really good romance. Yeah, really enjoying it. Wow, I forgot how to talk about books because it's been so long. Anyways, thank you so much for watching my vlog, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Goodbye. Ooh, should I like ASMR?